So AV Nirvana, Todd Anderson, I guess it's I don't know if it's a press release or what, but they're talking about Trinnov. They're going to be at ISE, and they're teaming up with Crix, and I don't know. I don't know what this is. Anyway, they're making a demo room with 18 seats and how many speakers? How many subs here?
Looks like 13.6.6. So
16 subs.
Yeah, that sounds like what they did at CEDIA this year.
So I guess they have some kind of new technology, and I don't know if it's kind of like what Dirac Art is doing.
Correct.
But I did put a link, so if you guys want to take a look at that, I don't know what they're not saying exactly what it does.
Yeah.
But you kind of have to read between the lines here. So if they have 16 subs hooked up, there's probably a reason for that. Where is it? I remember reading. Okay, here. It says traditionally, so this is from somebody at Trinnov, or one of the founders of Trinnov. The traditionally low frequency reproduction is handled through a modal analysis where resonances are identified in the frequency domain. Through our extensive research and unique expertise in 3D acoustic fields, we propose something different. Our disruptive approach seeks to fully understand and control the behavior of the room in all its dimensions, time, frequency, and the 3 dimensions of space, so that resonances are removed almost entirely and without artifacts. The initial wavefront produced by the subwoofers propagates through the room unaltered and pure as if there were no walls. I just laughed here when it says in 3 dimensions of space. You know, it just makes it sound like real
fancy, high tech.
Yeah, woo. Controlling it throughout space.
Yeah, I think they have to compete with what Dirac is doing with ART. So I think that's kind of their answer to that, because they announced that. I got the email. I think the day that Dirac announced theirs, or like the day after. It was pretty quick. It was almost like, all right, you got yours.
Yeah, like
here's ours. You know.
No. So. When you had Matt on from Storm Audio talking about art, was there anything that you learned from that conversation that you didn't know prior?
Oh, sure.
Like, man, I had
no idea what art was, like zero. So going into that conversation, I had read some articles and stuff on it, but it was still really, really fresh in my mind. And it's still a new concept, but it's almost similar or akin to kind of like noise canceling headphones. You know, so noise canceling headphones take sound that's out here, and it's almost like the inverse of what's playing, and so it's able to cancel out that sound. And so they're using, that's like the easiest analogy I can provide. The software is measuring the room, and it's trying to figure out, okay, where are there some bad things happening? And so then they're going to send additional frequencies from, say, your front right speaker to help out another speaker. It's an interesting concept for sure.
Well, you were on when I explained it for the first time, right?
Yeah.
So that's what I was wondering. Yeah, I just looked at the video.
Yeah.
You were on the video when I was explaining, like, for the first time, I was able to.
Yeah, and I was like, I don't know what that is, you know, because I didn't do any research at that time. I was like, it seemed kind of weird to me at first, but there's some people that are way smarter than me. And not talking about like guys at Storm or that are in that, but people external looking at it going, this is actually pretty intriguing. Like this actually could, you know, there may be some definite value here. So it's intriguing. I'd love to experience it and see what it sounds like myself. But
well, I hear you say that a lot. Actually, also you say, you know, there's a lot of people here that are smarter than me. I'm glad that these guys are smarter than me. But at a certain point, I think it's on you, Michael.
Yeah.
That you're surrounded with all these smart people that you have to also.
Well, I
assume that you're absorbing it also, and at some point you're going to be the smartest guy in the room.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm just saying that it has to be that way. Yeah. Otherwise, what's the point of surrounding yourself with people who know more unless you're also absorbing?
Yeah.
I don't know. Just thought.
And be a sponge.
I think so. I just think it's funny because at one point you're going to be like, oh. I can't say that. I'm the guy. I do know the most about this right now.
Yeah.
All right.
if you would like to join us every week on Mondays at, what time is it? About 6 p.m. Central, which is the best time. That's where I am. Make sure you join us at youtube.com/Daily HiFi. We out.